What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. All right, I wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive into, I guess, the order book for SPS. So this is going to be a little bit more technical, not necessarily much to do with the game, but we are looking at the SPS token here, and I am on this screen currently looking at SPS on CoinMarketCap. Now, one of the interesting things here for CoinMarketCap, and I'm sure CoinGecko and the other websites offer this too, is you can go to the market and you can see where this coin is trading, or where this token is trading, I should say. So SPS is trading on all of these different platforms, these different exchanges. And here is probably one of the most important ones. Let me go ahead and sort by this. So we can see that 40% of the volume for SPS tokens is on PancakeSwap. Now, before we even dive into this, I think that there's a lot of volume that happens on the Hive engine, and I don't think Hive engine is included here. So that is the only caveat. Now, PancakeSwap showing at 40% is the majority, I guess not majority, but the highest overall of the markets listed here, and 40% is significant. The thing is, with PancakeSwap, if you're not familiar with it, it is a decentralized exchange, meaning that it is, there's no limit orders. So there's no real order book, or at least if there is, I haven't really explored it in that way yet. So I'm going to take a look at the second highest one in terms of volume listed, which is LBank. Now, I have zero experience with LBank, but LBank, as it stands, is currently doing 25% of the volume per CoinMarketCap. So again, this is just more so, I'm just trying to see what the order book looks like for this, to see where the price resistance is moving up and then where the price support is moving down. So I made my way over to LBank, and once I pulled up SPS, it gave me this screen, which let me go ahead and just refresh for now, because it seems as though SPS is kind of flirting with that 13-cent range. So we're at 0.1302. So very, very close. Now, here's what I wanted to take a closer look at, the order book. Now, if this is the first time looking at it, I know there's a lot of numbers on this screen, and my face is even partially covering some of it, so that's not great. And I don't have a way to, actually, no, I don't have a way to move it now. But what you can see here, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom this out to, instead of the 0.0001, let's go to 0.001. And what you're going to see here is, this is the spread, right? So currently the price, or wherever it last traded is just above 13 cents. Now, what you're going to be able to see down here is how many tokens are going to be listed for buy orders. And on the top, it's how many tokens are going to be listed for sell orders. So what's interesting here, and I'm actually going to go all the way down to the penny status. So what you can see here is that at 12 cents, for example, there are enough orders to buy about 2.4 thousand, or 2,400, we'll call it, SPS. You go a little bit further down than that, and you have 100, is that just 160 at 11 cents? And then a little over 1,000. so there's not much in terms of overall price support. On the flip side, what you see is some heavy resistance. So at least in comparison, I should say, in comparison to the support here, look at all these walls. You can see this red that's kind of cascading upwards. So these are what they call, if you've ever heard the term, like sell walls, right? So at all these different points, there are going to be people that are selling that amount of SPS. Now, this overall still seems like a relatively small order book, but what I'm trying to show here, and just highlight from a conceptual perspective, is where the potential sell walls will be, right? Because this should hopefully be, or like LBank, even though, it says 25%, I don't think it's fully 25% of the entire market, but LBank on its own, this should be somewhat like of a representation of the overall market trend. So as we can see here, you start to see these sell walls get bigger and bigger as we get closer to like the 20-cent range. Then again, I don't think the volume is actually that high in LBank, but you start to see where these sell walls come through. Now the thing is, on the buy side, there is not much happening all the way down until you get to less than 1 penny. At less than 1 penny, there are enough orders trying to buy 1.5 million SPS tokens. But before that, there isn't much. Maybe there's a 10K buy wall at around 2 cents, but 2K here, 1K here, 2K here at 6 cents. So this is just kind of another tool that I use to see where overall sentiment is. And I was curious today because of the fact that Bitcoin is, once again, like I said, kind of dumping. And if we go into a significant bear market, I am very curious to see where these buy supports will be. So as I've said, to me, the most, not catastrophic, because catastrophic is too big of a word, or too aggressive of a word, but that the lowest that I could see it going, and again, not financial advice, but the lowest that I could see it going is around that 2 cent range, because that is where all the private investors bought in. So much of the sell pressure would actually leave at that point, because unless they were just trying to liquidate at and kind of break even. But at that point, I would say that it can't really get much lower than 2 cents. Of course, it can always go lower. But in terms of looking at this, there's no support. I mean, for myself, I can and will buy probably if we get under 10 cents again. So maybe that's me just kind of putting out my own personal buy or support level. But again, if we break through 10 cents and we're down, then I might just wait it out, because I don't have any orders sitting in or limit orders sitting anywhere in an order book, so you can't really see that. Which again, to counter my own point earlier, is maybe why we're not seeing as much buy support here, is because a lot of that is either going to be happening on the central or decentralized platforms like PancakeSwap, where you can't quite put a limit order, or at least I don't know how to put a limit order and check those. If you can, please let me know. Again, I've been using PancakeSwap for a while, but really just a swap function. So as I understand it, there's only, I think it was like 1inch was the decentralized exchange that was touted as having limit orders to be able to be placed on it. But that is a bit of an aside. So just wanted to share this with you guys as to what I was looking at. But you can see here, again, this is a small exchange, but my thought process is that this is a representation of the larger ecosystem and economy behind SPS and the supply and demand curve that we're going to expect with it. So we can see here, I mean, there's going to be massive resistance all the way up as people try to liquidate out of whatever positions. So something to keep in mind as we look at this, not trying to be bearish, just trying to be realistic about where the support levels lie. I think there's a lot of ghost support levels, but at this point, there's nothing really to show for in at least in this exchange. I'm sure many other folks like myself will probably be on PancakeSwap and be trying to buy in if it drops further. So we'll see where it goes. But this is just a little something I wanted to share with you guys. If you want to dig into it further, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm not a technical analyst expert by any means, but I do like digging into order books and seeing where trends lie. So always happy to chat about it further, and we can continue the conversation in the comments section below. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your day and an awesome Monday and a great week. I'll catch you all in the next video, and I'll see you around the game. Take care.